Greetings, fellow cyberdogs and fellow Minecrafters and fellow Mine Squatches all over the world. This is Delakaba with Delakaba presents Let's Play Minecraft TerraFirmaCraft 1.7.10 on the Squatchcraft Server. Squatchcraft Server half 5 with a chunk of beef and a puppy in your face. Puppies! Puppies! Oh, puppy wants to beef. Well, I'm going to tell you what, guys. I shall tell you a story of triumph and tragedy. Oh, hello, little one. Yes. Our dear little boy, his name is Luke. And here's our dear little girl. Yes, our dear little girl. Woohoo! There it is, the yellow heart. That is what I have been waiting for, guys. That has been the thing. Oh, guys, I'm sorry I'm going to have to leave you for a bit. Oh, it was a tragic story. I found 2 wolves, and I fed them bones, and they followed me back here to Winter Haven, our southern outpost here that I came and I built, and I habituated them. I fed them and I petted them, and I got them to 30%, which is all the farther they'll usually go because they're wild. And they finally decided to mate, and yes, I named them Anakin and Padme. I know it was a stupid idea. It's a tragic tale. I might as well have named them Romeo and Juliet. Yes, yes, yes. Because not long after the startling birth of the Wonder Twins here, Luke and Leia, yes, there was an issue with a creeper, and both of them were taken by the dark side. Poor little orphan babies. But I have worked to feed them day after day and pet them, and they now have a yellow heart, which means they're fully habituated and tamed and will sit and run and do all the things we want them to do when we ask them to. But right now we must ask them to sit because it is the 2nd of June, and traditionally when you start a brand new game of this, it starts on the 1st of June, and it's about noon, which means it's going to get scary fast. And I have decided a simple decision, and that is I'm going to teach you guys how to play this game. So, to do that, we need me in primitive state, which I am in, and we need fresh territory, which we will find. I went far enough to note whether or not there was anything to the south. There are a couple of islands, and I am just going to head straight south to the first of these islands that I hit. I think there's either 2 or 3 of them, but whichever one it is that I reach first is the one where we're going to settle in. This area down here is positively amazing. It is called Winter Haven. Originally I thought that the warm and the cold and the climate was going to be based on north and south, like latitude and longitude, right? But to my surprise, actually it has to do completely with altitude. And this area where we are down here is at a Y of about 144. And so when you get in the 140s, this is when you start to get into the places where the winters are just so much more pleasant. I can now start to legitimately pick up sticks, stones, rocks, grass, seaweed. I can harvest it. It's difficult to harvest, but I can harvest it. Come on, seaweed. You gotta get even with it, and if you do it just right there. But, okay, there's a little seaweed. Munch. Oh, goodness. Go a little more. That's food. Let's continue south. I can see some seaweed off there in the distance. Seaweed is such a wonderful thing to have because it will feed you. Unfortunately, it will also dehydrate you. So, make sure that you drink fresh water. I should have drank when I went out the front door, but I wanted this to be legit. Just head due south, and I'm going to turn off the map. I'm going to go completely primitive, only that which we have gathered. We are going to swim, and I, Papa Squatch, am going to teach you, the baby Squatches, how we survive and thrive here, naked and afraid. You just remember, when you're a Sasquatch, you're never naked. Because you're one hairy dude. Alright, so here we have the island. Oh, guys, do you see what I see? That could be... We'll have to see what's up ahead of us here. Like I say, I'm not going to use the map. I'm gonna do this legit. Okay, looks like we've got clay flowers over there. Goldenrod, I believe it's called. That is definitely fresh over there because there are cattails. But this is the closest shore. I want to get to shore and get up there. Oh, yeah, buddy. We got food up there, too. We got food. That's very good. So, and there's plenty of seaweed, so we will not go hungry. We will not go hungry. I think we should be able to, like... I wonder if that's a cherry tree. But I take that as a good omen. It would be even better if it was a peach tree. That would be just epic, because in the Squatch mood, it's a peach tree that sits way up high. So I will take this as a really excellent, excellent omen. And I just need to get some rocks and get working on shelter like now. So we pick up some rocks and we pick up some sticks. And that's because we're going to use them to make tools, and we're going to do it by knapping stone. We are starting out with a Paleolithic culture. And oh yeah, baby. All right, now, over here, there is clay. And this is to our benefit for a couple of reasons here. All right. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to make sure that we're on our stones in our hotbar. We're going to right-click. Now, the first thing you're going to do is chip off the top left corner, chip off the top right corner. Now, just start right at the middle and just divide it right down the middle, and that's going to create 2 knife blades. Okay? Exit, right-click again. Now, this one's a little more complex, but just stick with me. Top and bottom on the left side, top and bottom on the right side, and then continue. All right. See the top hat sideways kind of Abraham Lincoln thing? All right, take those corners off. You can pause this and you can look right there, but now I got to keep going or I'm going to be a dead Squatch. And then lastly, we're going to take, and we're just going to remove all of one side and all of the other side, and then chip out the bottom 2 corners and grab that. Now, what we now have is probably a night at sea, unfortunately. Whoa, there was an Enderman. But one thing about it, it won't be forever. Ah, man, I started very late in the day, so this is my own fault. This is my own fault. Now, what I need to do is I need to get into my crafting grid so that I can take and combine the knife blades and the axe head and the shovel head to make tools. I think to do this, I'm probably going to have to just sink and then recover very quickly. So here we go. Axe. And swim. This is hardcore survival here, man. Alright, now again, here we go. Knives. 1, 2, pull out the stick. E, push off. Oh, yeah, I know that was close. Whew. Alright. One last time for the shovel. Here we go. E. Shovel head. Handle. Shovel. Push off. Whoa, push off. Swim, 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 swim. Here we go. Alright. Now, one last time to arrange our stuff. Here we go. We want our axe available and our knife available, and that's good enough. If we come. And one more time. E. get our food where we can reach it, and our stones where we can reach them, and up we go. Now we're in a little bit better shape. We need water. We need food. Tonight is just shy of half over. But now we at least have some basic tools. Now there's no way that it's safe to go to shore there right now with all those mobs. Probably by the time we get over by the shore over here, mobs will have started spawning. Yep, there they go. Poppity pop, pop, pop. So it does look like a lovely evening, either in the water or running for our lives. And personally, I prefer in the water. I'm just going to use it to our advantage, and we're just going to kind of get a look at the shoreline here. So we know here we've got that awesome, what I think is a cherry tree. And we've got this, look at this really nice little bay here. You know, that could be an answer right there. Be a bay for a new colony. There's our North Star. I'm using the John Smith Reloaded Universal. Or, what is it? John Smith Tech Remix 1.7.10 Universal. Take a sip of my tasty beverage here. Floaty, floaty, floaty. Now, skeletons. Skeletons are very bad. Skeletons are very tough. Skeletons are ranged units. And approaching them while in the water is very bad. Spiders are complete and utter butts. You will grow to hate the spiders even worse than you may hate the baby zombies in vanilla Minecraft. They are just the worst. And I do mean the worst. We're going to come right over here and see if maybe really quickly we can get this tree chopped. This works like tree capitator. Oh boy, here he comes, and break, 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 you bugger! Thank you, give me wood. And back into the water we will go, but first we'll take a stick with us. There we go. Woo! Alright, now we got a little bit of raw material. Not going to do us much good out here, but it felt good. A little progress. How we doing here? Not too much longer, but man, it's a good thing we got food on us. All hail the mighty, 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 mighty seaweed. Let's see if we can slip past the skelly over here to harvest a little bit of the seaweed. Here. With your knife, just step right into the space the seaweed's in and just hit it, and you should pick it right directly up. Pick it right directly up, just like that. Otherwise, it has a nasty tendency to disappear down into the depths of the sea. Let's see. Alright, one more. Get it. Oh, don't go down there, you butt. Alright, we gotta get some air. There we go. Down again to collect it. There we go. There it is. But I would suggest if you find yourself in tundra type conditions that you... Whoa, this is going to be bad. Up we go, up we go, up we go, up we go, up we go. Ah, there we are. Whew. It's food. As you can see, each one is about one serving, basically, but you can combine them together. We've got actually a vague chance of being able to beat this zombie and get a few experience points for doing it. It depends on whether we handle ourselves correctly here. We're going to close in where he attempts to pursue us. Ooh, if we can hit him from behind a couple times, that'd be nice. Hey, zombie. Yeah, that's right. Floating and backing away. And floating and backing away. Oh, goodness. We've got a lot of company now. Coming from every direction. It's going to be a conga line. This axe will not last very long at all. Okay, we got to back away from this, guys. The sun's coming up, and they're all going to be alive in the water. Though if we lead them out of the water at the correct time, they'll start to burn up, and if we can manage to smack them, we could end up with some experience points and possibly even some wrought iron. A carrot, a potato. Yeah, it's the first international Zambi swim team, huh? Close enough to swing on this guy. Come on. Not sure which one was our one that we were whooping on. You don't. See, we can ill afford even a single hit from these guys. But if we could just keep working them like this, we could come out really excellent. Yeah. Oh, but, alright. Using the knife. I don't care if I wear out the tools if we manage to kill these guys, because every one of these is experience points, and experience points equate to hit points. There you go. Knock him out of the water, make him burn a little bit. Oh, nice. Go, go. Die, you. Die, you. Yes. Alright, guys. That was really good for us right there. That was really good for us. That gave us more hit points. As we gain levels, we get hit points. But we've got to get up here. We have got to find some water. Immediately, fresh water we need. And see what we can do about reconstructing tools and getting into some shelter now. I'm going to go back over to this bay. I really like the idea of this bay. I wonder if there's clay on the shore back over here. Oh, no, you don't, you butthole. That's right, burn you. Well, hello, dinner. Hello, dinner. Come back here, dinner. You're not dinner. Get away from me. So you are experience points. You cannot eat zombie flesh in this game. Come on, there he is. There's one. Come on. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Kill him. Kill him. Give me your tasty calamari. Ah. I don't seem to be having much luck with the hit. There, I finally got him. Alright, a little bit of calamari to go with our seaweed. It looks like we're headed for a kind of Asian diet here. There we go. Picked up these sticks along the way. Unfortunately, you can't gather the cattails, but they show us that this is fresh water and we can drink from it. Go to an empty spot on your hot bar, and we're drinking. And we're drinking. Forever and ever. For 120 years we are drinking. This episode is going to be a little longer than the normal 20 minutes that I'll do on episodes, but that's because I want us to get a good start here. So one more time, we're just going to real quick gather some of this seaweed while we can, because it is a valuable food source for us right now. Valuable food resource. Okay, we've got a crazy chasm here. Make sure this doesn't collapse on us when we go around it. There we go. Alright, now we're in business. Except I don't want that nasty crap in my pocket. There we go. Just gonna circle around. See, yes, we've got clay right here, and that's what I was hoping to see, ladies and gentlemen. Life just got so much better. Now, so our mighty magic king of fruit trees or whatever it was back up over there, right? Okay, so we've clay here, and this is the back side of that bay. All right, got some different stone there. I'm looking for rocks. It does seem to be. Well, hello there. I can guarantee you're not one of mine. You are not one of mine. Now it's time to start getting some resources rocking and rolling. I'm just going to start breaking the foliage because it's going to give me sticks without messing around. We made 2 knives, you'll remember. And what I'm going to do is start cutting grass. And that grass is going to give me straw. And that straw I'm going to be able to turn into thatch. We're picking up stones, we're picking up sticks, we're picking up thatch. This is what is important at this moment for us. We're keeping our eye out for food type resources. With the seaweed there, I mean, we will not go hungry. That's for sure. I don't know whether we can dry it or store it or whatever, but at least from a basic standpoint, we will not go hungry. So this comes out on a nice little combination freshwater, saltwater bay back here. Nice. Go. And some mushroom. Let's climb up the hill here. I think this will take us up to where that fruit tree was. Look like white cedars. Wow, yeah, check it out, guys. Check it out. Well, I think I know where I want to live. I'm going to level this out with my shovel. I was going to dig in down by the clay, but I just so much love the idea of living next to this cherry tree that I've just got to do it. And we're going to gather this thatch as long as it's here. Thatch is a very important commodity. If you end up appearing in a more like highlands, tundra kind of area, I'm telling you that wow, thatch is so important to gather early so that you don't run out at an inopportune moment. But now what we're going to do, now that we've picked up some more stones, the first thing I'm going to do though is I'm just hitting shift and I'm tapping each of the seaweed to throw them all up there. And that should then combine down to just one. See, so that's pretty handy. The sand we'll deal with in a minute. There's our straw, which we will be using for stuff. But we're going to start out with the stone. Right click. Now we have a shovel. So remember to make an axe. Chip off all 4 corners. Just like so. And like so and like so. And again, I'll pause that just so that you can freeze the screen if you want and see it. I suppose I don't need that. I was looking at recipes for armor racks so I could hang my armor up before I left. Now let's see. So axe, shovel. We cannot make a pick. Knives we got to make. So divided down the middle. Chip off a corner. It can be the 2 inside corners or it can be the 2 outside corners. Either one will work. And lastly, we're going to take off the top completely. We're going to take off the bottom completely. And then we're going to take 2 from the left and 2 from the right on the bottom, and that is going to give us a hammer head. All right. So now I'm going to just go to my inventory. I'm going to put my sticks right here, and one at a time I'm just going to create these guys. So first our knives. So very, very important for gathering thatch and other important consumables. Our hammer, which is important. If we end up in a fight with a skelly, the hammer is our weapon of choice because it breaks bones. And a basic axe to start with. And I'm going to show you that axe recipe one more time. Left top, left bottom. Top right, take off 1, 2, 3. Bottom right, take off 1, 2, 3. And then just take off the sharp corners there, and you have your axe head. I like to keep at least 2 axes all the time because they are the best weapon initially for fighting against zombies, and they break fast. So that's that. Now, we've got 1 shovel, and we're going to make 1 more. So remember, we just take off all of the left. We take off all of the right. And then the bottom corners come out, and there's our shovel head. And again, just go to our standard inventory. Now, my inventory is expanded to its full capacity here because I've already been able to make a crafting table. So I'm trying to do recipes here that do not use the full crafting grid. If I happen to die, then it'll be just down to 4. But right now I'm using only recipes that can be created in those 4 boxes. All right. Just to keep it real. Oh, there are those. Are they bell peppers? Are they tomatoes? What are they? Oh, it's exciting. It's exciting. I think they're maters. Yeah, I think they're tomatoes. Awesome. Absolutely epically awesome. Speaking of food, though, here we go. Bunch. 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 There we go. Got that out of the way. Let's get back over here to the cherry tree and get our shelter set. Now, I'm going pretty big with the space that I'm clearing. I'm not building my shelter inside this whole space. I'm just digging out the space that my shelter is going to be in. Okay? I got to look at, which way I'm likely to be coming up and things, and so it's going to be over here. All right, now, as you see, we have our wood available to us, and we can build with that wood the same way we do in traditional Minecraft. Okay? But we got to get more of it, so I'm going to cut this guy right here, because we got to get some wood in place so that we can at least get under cover. Then we'll get some fire going. Right now, I'm not worried about fancy matching, stuff. That's not important right now. What's important right now is living through this night, which we will do if we have shelter. Oh baby, there we go, and you can see it's burning through that pick fairly quick. So 1 and 2 and 3. There is no gravity involved with these blocks. You won't have to worry about it, falling in on your head. With the actual dirt blocks, though, yes, there is indeed gravity, and that's important to know. And I'm just going to cut trees that are right here. I'm going to build as much as I can, as fast as I can. There is a chance I'll have to bail out and go spend another night in the water, and I know we're at almost 30 minutes here, but I just wanted to successfully get shelter created. Knew I heard a darn zombie. See if I can get behind the wall where he can't see me. I think he's already spotted me, though. Oh, butthead. Really? Come on. Knock it back. Knock it back. Don't just stand there, you butthead. Fight me or leave. Thank you. But that's good. That's, like I say, that's more experience points. It's this guy, the Skelly, that I don't like the look of. This is not pretty, and right now I don't care about pretty. What I care about is blocking the line of sight to that skeleton. I'm going to try to catch this tree over here without getting spotted. Freaking Skelly right down there. The second this tree pops, he's going to see me. I know it. I think he may have already. I know. Oh, man. I hate to leave the resources down there, but like this is, I got to be slick about this. I was going to be all nice and neat and orderly and stuff, but now I just got to get us some protection up. That one. I think I can probably get this tree over here. So far, so good. see if I can get this one too. I'm whispering, that's funny. They can't hear me. Come on, tree. See, we gotta see if we can get this tree without. Oh, come on. I wonder if somebody's logging on the server. Oh, it restarted from scratch. I hope I don't hear a spider. It sounds like a spider closing in on me. You butthole. No. Don't do it. Darn it. Come on. I'm about to be trapped. Crap. Hammer, 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 hammer. Now run for it. Oh, gosh. This is really bad, guys. Really bad. We're on a cliff face with a distance mob. Oh, great. Creeper. All right. Guess we're spending the night in the water. Whew. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to take and split this up into 2 episodes. I'm going to keep recording and split this into 2 episodes. We had just needed to get away from that whole mess there for a moment. Whoa. Just needed to get away from that mess for a moment. Whew. Oh gosh, I'm way closer to shore there than I thought I was going to be. Let's shift over where we can see our cherry tree. See the spot where we're going to be building. I'm wondering if maybe I could now, go around and come at it from the other side. Oh no, there's way too many mobs. We're about halfway through the night, huh? Ah, goodness. So all we got to do is manage to get up there and get a little bit of roof in place. And the thatch was going to help us with that. We were just going to use thatch for a roof initially just to get the cover. It doesn't stop mobs, doesn't keep them up, but we can hide in it. We got a lot of stuff to do. We got to gather clay. We got to get pots going. We got to find metals. We got to do smelting. I think I've only got one good smack left in this axe, so I figure I'll use it on him. Yeah, buddy. Foliage here, and up we go. Alright, I'm going to make a few thatch blocks to finish this off. Now, thatch blocks line of sight, but it does not, I repeat, stop physical entry. But now we can get some fire going. So we're going to take a couple of our sticks, and first we're going to put 2 of them at an angle like that, and that's going to create a fire starter. And we're going to drop that right down here. And we are going to take our other sticks, and we're going to toss 3 of them onto a square over here. Along with that, I'm going to take and I'm going to toss 1 piece of thatch. Now, the thatch will actually ensure a more likely ignition. Take your fire starter stick, put your crosshairs on the square it's in, right hold and click and hold right click, and it will light it. Now, I do not have any wood to keep it going, but I'm hoping that I can get in here quickly enough to drop in a stick and get us a pair of torches made. There we go, because that's how we make torches here in this interface. We might even be able to get a couple more. We'll see. No? Okay. See how the light is dropping now? We'll have light as long as it's cooking, but... Whew. Alright, guys. Holy crap. Okay, we got shelter over our heads. We've got a little food in our belly. Unfortunately, we need logs or peat in order to cook inside the fire, so I don't think we would be able to cook our calamari right at the moment, and we can't eat it raw. But I'll tell you what, we're on 30 minutes here. I'll have to divide this episode in two, so this is probably the second episode you guys have seen of the beginning of our primitive situation. Remember, if you can get into a place where your Y is in the 140s, you are in the low elevations, and the winters will be not only much easier, but the summers and the springs just full of food and good stuff. You should see the winter haven where we left. It is a paradise. Berry bushes and onions growing wild, and I bet you we're going to find some really good food growing on this island. But thank you for joining me, Lakaba, for this, the first installment of how we get started, sticks and stones and grass, getting our shelter going. In our next episode, we're going to see what we can do about some food and some clay and some other essentials. I will be back. Peace.